I did have a chance to watch the first 5 episodes
Oh, cool.
of Fight Night. Fascinating story.
Yeah, really interesting. One that so many people have never heard of.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's not surprising that they haven't heard of it, given how our history kind of goes and gets overlooked sometimes. But yeah, really interesting story about Muhammad Ali's first comeback after he, was a conscientious objector to the war. And it's 1970s, so he'd been out of the fight game for 3 years. And the senator in Atlanta was able to find a loophole in the law and get him a fight in Atlanta. When Atlanta was really starting to become like Chocolate City, really starting to become this burgeoning mecca for black people to kind of find their way as entrepreneurs and all these other, business models that they were able to create and vehicles for themselves at that time.
Go ahead,
I was
B-Dot.
going to say, you're talking about character, talk about the role you're playing in this film.
Nice segue.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. I mean, okay, well, I'll go nice. That's fine. It's still a nice.
One of the
segue,
first black detectives, or the first black
Yeah.
detective in Atlanta.
I think one of the first black detectives is probably true.
How'd you prepare for it?
Crack.
I was like, no, seriously.
It just helps. I mean, you can go through, do acting exercises and research and all that, but if you really want to break some stuff open, you got to get crazy with it. No, there's a lot of research about this guy. You can see video of him being interviewed, and there's just a lot of research about the police department at that time. Before he was a detective, he was in the first class of officers that became police officers, just in general, and then matriculated and moved his way up to becoming a detective. But yeah, that period of time, his descendants still are around, so. And we also had this podcast to go off of that was
shout out to iHeart.
Yeah, shout out to iHeart. It's really a great one. And that's that plus the script that Shane wrote really kind of gave us most of what we were going from.